What is up, Watch fam? Happy Friday and welcome to Liquor Run. I am Christian from Theo and Harris, and you are Rolly coming at you from Theo and Harris. For those of you who aren't familiar with Liquor Run, it's Friday, so we like to kick back, still talk about watches, but over a nice glass of wine. So I tell my dad, oh, pick out a nice bottle of wine, and he does. So that's what we do. We talk watches and we drink wine. So today, we're going to be talking about diamond watches, my favorites and his favorite. And what are we drinking?
We're drinking a very modest red wine, a blended red wine.
Italian
from Umbria.
Umbria. Delicious. Is it good?
I think it is.
All right, let's get into it. Before we jump in, we'll do a quick wristwatch check. So what are you wearing, Pops?
I'm wearing a vintage Rolex Air King with a very funky, unique dial.
Yeah, it's got a stamp right at 6.
Yeah,
which is from the Circle Bar Drilling Company.
Yeah,
they were just given out to employees for achievements and stuff like that. I'm wearing something very similar, another Rolex Air King, same reference, 5500, but this one is a pool interdrill. So pretty cool. So they're pretty interesting, rare and original dials. So let's jump into diamonds and watches. Let's start there. Fundamentally, what is your large opinion on the matter?
Generally speaking,
I
don't like diamonds in watches. I like watches. I don't like diamonds in watches.
Right. So you don't like to pull them out again, like Floyd Mayweather's Hublots. Like $1.1 million in baguette diamonds.
No,
not a fan.
I'm not your style. No, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I agree. Diamonds are very blingy. They can be a little feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just screams for attention.
It does, and you don't like attention very much.
I don't need it.
Not just I don't like it. I don't need it. Interesting. But I kind of share the opinion. I like to pull off a lot of unpopular things. That's something that I enjoy doing. But I've got to say, diamonds on watches is one thing that 99 times out of 100 I'm not interested in. But I said, let's challenge ourselves and let's find one watch for me and one watch for you that we not only like, but really like, that has diamonds in it. So let's crack open a bottle of wine, let's talk about it, and let's get into our watches.
Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to use our archaic wine opener. I do like it. It has a nostalgic, this is an interesting, look at this.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Well, no, it's one of these.
What is
that? It's a tab.
Look at this. This is very odd. I've never seen anything like this before.
I've seen this before.
It's like a hybrid. But how do we even get stuck? Yeah, well,
it's like opening a condom wrapper.
Look at this. Yeah.
You just don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's one of those.
Ooh, look at that.
Wow.
Oh,
wow. It's like half fancy,
how do you
half
like
trash.
That? Yeah. It's half fancy, half it does increase your chances of scoring. Because
who said Eric Repair, right?
Repair, yeah.
I think Eric Repair, who's the famous international chef and owner at Le Bernardin in Manhattan, he said when he was asked, if someone asked him, Bourdain, I think, asked him, what's your stance on the whole, cork versus screw off thing? And in a very kind of like drunken, like he just kind of says in a very French, Eric Repair kind of way, Tony, and he tells him very simply, if you have a wine with a cork, your odds of getting laid are that much higher. and then sale and cork wine skyrocketed. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, that's Eric Repair. So let's get into this wine. What do you think about the color? It's very dark. I mean.
Yeah, because this is a blend of Cabernet, Merlot, and Kiss of San Giovese.
Okay.
So this is if you were to put this wine in Tuscany, they would call it a baby Super Tuscan.
Okay.
But it's in Umbria, which neighbors Tuscany.
Yep.
And the reason why I purchased this wine is because the winemaker, it's Riccardo Cottarella, and Cottarella. They're two brothers, Ricardo and I think Enrico. So the two of them are really stud winemakers, and they consult on multiple wineries and multiple brands. They are studs. So this is their own personal project.
Beautiful.
They do have some high-end wines coming out of through upward from Vitiano. There's some heavy stuff coming out of the lab, if you will, cool. The Cottarella brothers. But let's smell it.
I want to see what you're getting on the nose.
Well, you definitely get that Cabernet nose. You got that kind of oaky thing going on. Okay. That dark, deep berry.
Okay. I would imagine it was deep berry.
Definitely.
The color.
You definitely, and it's incredible what the Cabernet does. Really? You don't get that kind of scent with a San Giovese.
But that Cabernet totally changes.
Right. It really does.
Very cool.
It's almost like vanilla in certain ways. But yeah. But that's probably because of the oak.
You like it?
But I like it, yeah. And I like the fact that it's San Giovese because I like the acidity.
Let's take a sip,
but let's take a sip.
A salud.
A salud.
A salud. A salud.
Fresh. Really, really fresh. This is like you go into the market in the morning and buying like blackberries and blueberries and things like that, right?
So right.
Yeah, and
wow. What's the aftertaste in the back? It's almost got a bitterness. Are you getting that, or am I next?
Absolutely getting the
bitterness.
What
is that?
It's probably wow,
it's tasty wine.
Big time.
It's tasty wine.
But you know what? It almost tastes like the grapefruit pith.
Very right. Shaitan to that, man.
Yeah.
That was right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
The bitterness is so much so there that you almost feel like there is a texture in your mouth that is kind of like, I don't know.
I like it.
Yeah, it's tasty.
I like it. You know why I like it? Because this wine has more depth, more heft than the San Giovese that we have.
Delicious.
And we can definitely have this wine at home for dinner on Sundays and things like that.
It's not overpowering at all. My big problem with these, the deeper, darker Italian reds is that I find them hard to drink sometimes, right? Because they just...
Well, because
they overcome the mouth so much.
The alcohol is high.
Not that they're bad. I don't feel that way at all. It's just not my style,
It's too much fruit up front and high in alcohol.
Yeah.
This wine, although it's made, there's more Cabernet and Merlot in this wine than there is San Giovese.
Yeah.
But the San Giovese evens it out.
Yeah.
It gives it that crisp acidity that we like from Chianti.
It gives it that extra facet, and what's great about it that I think is cool is it doesn't fade out, but it does mellow.
Yeah, it does,
which is cool too, because in a lot of these wines, at least that I found, there's not very. It's almost like the same experience. Sometimes it's a very, very similar experience from when you put it in your mouth to your next sip, which I don't want. I like that mellowing, or I like that evolution of experience, sip to sip. So this is quite nice. How much was it?
This one was I think this one was like $12.
Sick.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, not that I buy a wine because of what someone else will say, but James Suckling actually rates this a 91.1. So I agree with him on this one. Remember, we had a wine a few weeks back that I disagreed with completely. I didn't think it was worth the rating that it got. But this one, I completely agree. And by the way, it's imported by none other than Leonardo Locascio,
which is someone you've gone on record before.
Yeah.
Quick little bit before we get back into diamonds. My dad has been a very, very public, very vocal on the importance that he puts on an importer.
Yeah.
When an importer puts their label on the back of a bottle, they're saying, "I brought this in. I approve it." And if I approve it, theoretically, if they're a good wine person, you trust them, then it's going to be good. You may not love it, but it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So when you see Leonardo Locascio, when you see Jorge Ordonez, people like that, a couple of the people that we've had before.
Eric Solomon, Michael Skurnik.
Skurnik, yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of say, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
'Cause I trust that, it's not shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, this is, So
it's good stuff.
It's good stuff. So let's get back into diamonds.
This is a diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough. Here you go. I'm going to go, well, let's ask you, what did you go with on this Pick Your Diamond watch?
Well, for me, it starts with the criteria, right? And I like understated elegance, so it's got to be smaller and refined.
You didn't want the bling.
No,
You didn't
no,
want the
no,
40
no,
millimeter diamond encrusted.
Nope.
Even, yeah.
I was gonna run away from that.
So you went to the opposite end.
I did, and I found the Patek Philippe Calatrava.
Yeah.
That to me is a beautiful watch.
Yeah, and it was the small reference. It was a reference 96.
Right.
So it looks small, but I don't think you've ever held one before. They're small. They're like 31 or 32 millimeters.
Yeah. For me, that's a watch that if diamonds are an imperative that you have to have them, or it's given to you.
Yeah.
I think you can pull that off if you're someone that respects, again, understated elegance.
Yep.
Right?
If diamonds can be understated,
right.
This is a watch that executes it well.
Yeah.
And the case, when you happen to pick out an extremely expensive watch. You picked out a watch that's worth far more than most of those diamond encrusted bullshit. You picked out a reference 96 in platinum. I don't even know if there's more than one that exists. Maybe there are two. I really don't know, but they're extremely rare. And they are quite beautiful. We went through a whole pick. I mean, I showed you plenty of watches and explored plenty of brands before we came to this. And once you saw the 96, you said, boom.
That was it.
Yeah. So if you had a couple $100,000 to go on a watch, it may be your eighth choice.
That's right. You know what? I could probably get a good deal from Theo Harris.
Yeah. Cheers. I went in a different way. I went with something that's definitely blingy, something that's not necessarily understated, but which is cool, but with a watch that I think in many variations it really works with. I went with the Rolex Day-Date. And that, to me, is disgusting because the Day-Date alone is already so ostentatious. But I think that 2 years ago, when Philippe did their inaugural auction, the Day-Date auction, they curated a collection of Day-Dates that was incredible. So unlike things that we ever see on the market, and diamonds did play a big role. So now let's go through a roll of these watches. Reference 1802 with a blue dial and Omani stamp. That is very cool. Stick hands and diamond indices, baguettes at 9 and 6. Gorgeous. Another one, an early reference 6611, which is an original Day-Date, Dauphine hands, diamonds all around. A peach. They don't stop. Examples that I think Rolex executed diamonds really well.
They did because the diamond was just a modest accent to the watch. It wasn't it wasn't the entree.
You're so right. And in many cases, from a distance, those diamonds look like hour markers. They're just hour markers. They could be just regular steel hour markers. They happen to be diamonds. And they, in the world of vintage, the value of the diamond itself is nothing. It's the value that the diamond adds by being included on this rare piece. But I digress. We challenged ourselves to find diamond watches that we liked, and I think we succeeded. And we both don't like diamonds, so I do challenge you guys to do the same. If you know of any diamond watches that you think that you like, please comment them in the comment section below. And that's it. Thank you for introducing me to this wine, Daddy-O. I think it's delicious.
Vitiano.
Ciao tutti. Have a happy weekend, and we will see you tomorrow.